Well, good morning. So, welcome to my kitchen. And today is gonna be a fun day. It's 10:30 and in the morning, and I have some friends coming over, specifically Juliet and Susie, this afternoon for dinner. And so I'm gonna start getting ready right now. We are having salmon and I'm gonna marinate it. So this morning we're gonna do a little everyday macaroni cooking. I hope you enjoy it. First things first, don't look in here. It's a room of doom in there. That is the room of doom. Okay. First things first. We always put on a little apron when we're cooking. Because I tend to be a little on the messy side. This is a fun one. I think Ron got it for me last year for my birthday. It does some stuff. Gee, now I don't know how to turn it on. How's that? Is that better? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. It is kind of funny. So, yeah. I tend to be a little bit of a sloppy cook. So, I always get some apron going on there. All right. I'm going to move you and bring you around and show you what we're doing. All right. So, what we're going to do is we are going to marinate some salmon. Got to cook it this afternoon. Bought it yesterday. And so, still smells okay, which is important when you're working with fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it marinated. It's 10:30, we're gonna eat this afternoon, probably around 4. So wanna make sure it's nice and marinated. A little floaty, I don't know what that is. Okay, so I've got my dish. I'm gonna just marinate it in a Pyrex dish. I've got my dish and I've got my fish. Okay, and all I'm gonna do is just throw it in there with a little, olive oil and soy sauce and stuff, and garlic powder and onion powder and a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I think we're good to go. Try to do this quickly. I've got my setup all ready. I've got my fish. I've got my low sodium soy sauce, a little bit of salt. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but a little bit of salt, and garlic powder and onion powder, so we can get the flavors going. And I might put some pepper on that too. Let me go ahead and get that. I know, gotta put some more little peppers in there. Cook's best tool are clean hands, so I'm gonna wash my hands. So we're just gonna go ahead and get the salmon marinating. I gotta remember which camera to look at. Okay, first thing in the morning, trying to do this. All right, so salmon. Now this is a wild caught Alaskan salmon fillet. Let me put that just right there. See if I can get the bag open. Okay, here we go. Put that right there. Now let me get a little spoon here. All right. This is onion powder. powder. Now the soy sauce is more for flavor. The salt is seasoning. Does that make sense? I hope so. Not too much, just I need to. Oh, it was folded over. Rats. Maybe I should have cut it. I don't have enough garlic in there. Can you see? Okay, I hope so. Pepper. No, it's right there in the middle. Okay, so I've unfolded it. I'm gonna just Now, what I'm gonna do is I'll pour some soy sauce on it. Low sodium soy sauce, you can probably tell. Now, that might wash the spice off a little, but I think it'll be okay. And what I'll do is flip it over. Maybe I should have cut it. It's a little bit big on the big side. Okay, press it down. So the soy sauce, you know, holds the spice in it and the seasoning. Okay. All right, so I think we're good. I didn't use any pepper. I don't think I'm going to. I think that's fine. I'm gonna wash my hands off here. Okay, so we've got all of our seasoning, which is garlic powder, onion powder, and soy sauce for flavor. I didn't use the pepper, which I should have, but maybe I'll put some on later. I'm feeling okay about the seasoning with the salt. So I think we're just gonna leave it as it is. And I'm gonna cover it with some plastic wrap. If I have some in here. You never know what's in here. Here we go. All the way at the bottom. Plastic wrap. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, I see. I see some little plastic wrap elf has been in here messing with the plastic wrap, and now it's not right. It's gotten torn a bit. Well, so glad we have the power of editing. Here we go. Okay. Plastic wrap. Haha. Plastic wrap is tricky. Let's just put it like that. It doesn't need to be like watertight or anything. It just needs to be enough to keep the fish from drying out. Because I'm going to put it in the fridge. All right, here we go. Put it in the fridge. Okay. And there you have it. Marinated salmon, ready to cook this afternoon. It's, again, almost 11. So I'll throw it on the grill probably around 3:30ish. And yeah, then we'll be ready to eat. Yay, yummy. now it's time to get started with the cooking. We're having salmon on the grill, green beans, and just like a bagged risotto. Don't tell anybody, I'm not gonna make it myself. What else? Oh, and a sweet potato. That's the easiest part. I can just pop that in the microwave. Okay, 4 minutes. Okay. Hard at work. I do need to go turn the grill on. I'll be right back. Okie doke, there we go. Except for cooking the salmon, dinner served. Okay, so what you see behind me is my dining room. Now, you can't see all of it because there's a wall right there, and in order to put the camera so you can see it, I gotta move that cabinet and whatnot. But I'm just gonna show you this corner of it because this is basically the spot where I work most of the time. And since I'm having a little dinner party and our kitchen table is where my husband's doing his work from home right now, I'm gonna go ahead and clear all this stuff off, and I'm gonna set the table and get ready. And so it should take a few minutes, and then yeah, we're good to go. All right, let's get started. Turn on the light. I love that the light comes on in the china cabinet. Okay, time for a tablecloth and, you know, china. This is by a company called Shibata, and it's a pattern that I picked out, and my grandma purchased when I was probably 5. So I'm not sure, I think it's just a peony, but I don't know if you can see it, how well you can. I love it. She took me to a hardware store in Crawfordsville, Indiana, which is where she lived, and she said, pick out the pattern that you like. And there were 2 that she told me to choose from. And I picked out the one I think she didn't want me to pick. But she tried to change my mind. Are you sure you don't want the other one? And I said, I'm sure, 100%. And so probably 18 years later, when I graduated from law school, she gave it to me as a gift, which was very generous of her. And I've always tried to take very good care of it. So I use it on special occasions. And the rest of the time, I keep it in my beautiful china cabinet where I can see it. So one thing I do is I washed them recently, but I just want to check and make sure they are nice and clean, I think. Okay, so we're gonna take these in here because I'll plate the dessert later. A plate here. Now, of course, this is not super fancy because I didn't iron the tablecloth or anything like that. It's a little wrinkly, but this is just gonna be me and Juliet and our good friend Susie. And so we're just gonna kind of relax a little bit. It's wrinkly, but don't tell anybody. I don't know if I even have it centered correctly. This is something that's pretty neat. I don't know if you can see it. This just looks like a trim piece on the buffet portion of the china cabinet, but it's actually a drawer. Pretty cool, huh? On this side, I keep like napkins and stuff. And on this side, I keep the flatware. So, napkins, again, not too fancy. Just like a pretty standard napkin. Gotta have somewhere to keep my Star Wars chopsticks. Okay. Well, the dinner party was a huge success. The salmon turned out delicious and everybody had a wonderful time. It was actually a little dinner to celebrate my birthday with just Julia and Susie, and I thought about trying to film some of it, but you know, we were just getting together and enjoying each other's company and having a good time, so I didn't film it, I didn't record it, I can't share it with you, but I can tell you this, it was super fun, and as usual, I always enjoy the time I spend with some of my gal pals, especially Juliet. We always have a good time when we're together, in my opinion. She might not agree. I don't know. I'll have to ask her the next time we record. But in any event, we have another podcast episode coming up, and hopefully you're going to really enjoy it. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!